Oh, I was making faces to myself. Hey, this is Rick Keys, the Rick Keys Music Caravan, and this is my last show here in America, at least for until the next live show at Humphreys Backstage. Uh, I think it's the Nick Moss band, believe it or not. So, anyway, I am headed to Ireland. There's a lot going on here in downtown Side, California. I'll tell you that in a minute. But I'm wearing, actually, this is Patio Keys hat. See, I am Rick Keys. So, Patio Keys hat. I'm going to take that back to him, excuse me. And then this is Ty. He forgot that. There's some other things that got forgotten. That got forgotten. Okay, so he forgot his tie. Patty did. That's his formal attire. Actually, this is his formal hat. He's got his regular hat. And then It Keys is over there in Dublin, Ireland, if you didn't know. And he forgot his glasses. What else got forgotten? Oh, yeah. It Keys. If you don't remember It Keys, you probably will soon because I'm going to Ireland to be with Patty O'Keys. So he forgot, It Keys did. He forgot one of his earrings, remember, that he was wearing. He's a binary. We forget. There's so many binaries out there. We don't know what category it was. So, and also this belongs to it. This is, I think, his girlfriend. Maybe, who knows? His girlfriend. I couldn't mail it. I mean, I couldn't take it on the plane if it was his girlfriend. But maybe that's his doll that he played with. I don't know. So, anyways, playing with you. This is Rick Keys. So that hat goes. This goes, and woo! This is Rick Keys. Rick Keys Music Caravan here in downtown Side, and hey, I'm wearing my one of my very first shirts. You know, you've seen a lot of the shirts that says Rick Keys this, Rick Keys that, da, 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 da. But this one was I had to do something with it. It didn't leave the Rick Keys space in there, so I put the Music Caravan, Rick Keys Music Caravan. The Music Caravan always points to adventure, that's for sure. You've seen that shirt worn numerous times. I think this one actually has several holes in it for when I was zip lining in Puerto Vallarta. Speaking of the beaches, we weren't speaking of it, but now we are. So what's going on here? And down, oh man, look at It Keys was, that's Me Keys. Me Keys was on a hot wave here in downtown Oceanside, and I guess he got flipped over. Man, it looks like might end up hitting his head. So hey, hopefully they can save Me Keys. And you know, Me Keys is a binary. He wasn't sure if he was a American citizen, illegal immigrant, or alien from outer space. It looks like actually the Phantom Black Surfer is going to help Miki. So hopefully the things work out well there. What some other stuff happened? Okay. Did you hear that one of the butterflies died? That's right. Can you see that? One of the binary production headquarters. One of the binary butterflies died, and you see its spirit going away. Oh, speaking of death. We weren't speaking of death, but we are now. So what else happened? Oh, you remember the Wee Keys, the two pink flamingos in their pink truck? Well, the one pink flamingo actually got locked in there. This one here got locked into. Hey, where's the rest of that? Oh, got locked into there. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. Okay, all right. So there was two pink flamingos. This one that's in the truck now was locked in there by the one that got its head decapitated and had Dr. Keys sew it back together. Okay, so in revenge, because Me Keys no longer wanted the pink truck because he didn't figure it was swamped. It was in the ocean for quite some time. So he said, forget it. And the flamingos had to give Me Keys his money back. So anyway, but the one was really kind of upset. He got his head decapitated by this one up here. So what happened is that kind of kidnapped or drugged the other pink flamingo, locked it in the truck, and took that truck and just like drove it out into the ocean. So it's out there, and you know what? That pink flamingo has died also. See that? That's sad. You see? You see? Production. Okay, see the little ghost coming out. So 2 deaths. What other deaths did we have? Well, you know, Mickey's may be close to death. Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah, the other pink flamingo, the one that locked that flamingo in the truck that drowned and died. The neck replacement that had been done by Dr. Keys, that's skilled Polish, that skilled Polish doctor, handsome skilled Polish doctor, by the way. The neck didn't work, and apparently it drooped all the way down to the poor flamingo's feet, and it passed away too. So a lot of death here going on the Oceanside. Okay, now speaking on a happier note, I got some brand new music for you before I go to Dublin, Ireland. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we've got kind of a weird name, but it's called Until the Sun. And I'm going like, until the sun, what? Until the Sun, who? But anyway, Until the Sun is the name of the band. And what's it called? Enchantment. Okay. Speaking of, all right. Next, we've got a new one here from a group called Cassius King. Cassius King. Almost sounds like cashing in, but it's Cassius King. Last Call for the Blues. So that's brand new. Okay. Now this one, I'm not going to say anything, but that's from a gentleman named Richard Roz, I guess. Got a big old lion there. And I'm only going to play an instrumental because I have to admit that I don't really like his voice. So you will hear at least one song from this if I can find it. Now, these, I know their voices are known because I saw them. I personally saw them at, where was it? At the Casbah. And they're a group called the Wandering Hearts. They're from England. And this is just kind of a little EP. I probably overpaid for it, but you know what? They're all struggling artists, so I didn't mind paying the $15. But there's some good songs on this, but they do have a new release coming up. All right. What else we got? Oh, here's my buddies from Croatia. The Sunnysiders, they have a new release called 27 Stitches. I had 28, but it still wasn't enough stitches to keep my brains in. Next. So that was, where were they? Sunnysiders are from Croatia. I said that. So we have a Europe block going on here. We've got England and Croatia. Now this guy and this band is far from Europe. They're more like hillbillies in Tennessee, but I love them. They're named the Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band, and this is one of their previous releases before the ones that I had heard and really liked. So that's this one. A lot of good songs on there. What's it called? So Delicious. All right, So Delicious. And this is one that came out early. I really liked it. I'm kind of debating whether to make it to the Rick Keys Top Blues album releases of 2023. So there's some really great songs on there, but on my list, on that list, the 2023 Top Blues album, there's some criterion that you got to meet. So one of them is that, well, first off, that I like it. And then second would be that great lyrics, great vocals. Oh, no, the lyrics all have to be original. I try not to play covers unless it's really super good. But all originals, the instruments are super, the vocals, everything. So, and like every song on their, like it's 10 or 12 songs, like 12 or the majority of those songs that are really good, they might make it to my Top Blues album. But anyway, this one's in that close category with one song I really love. Okay, so here we go with Greg Sover, and it's called History. History by Greg Sover. My buddy, actually, I paid half of Celso Salim playing in Oceanside at the Vault. during the morning. It's called Rise and Grinds, Ryes and Grinds, Grinds. All right, so Celso Salim, he came down and I found one of his, or bought, I bought one, I bought one of his earlier albums, heard it, and some cool songs on there. It's called Celso Salim, and who is that? Rodrigo Montavani, Digging the Blues. Hopefully you're all digging the blues, because the news is not the best news to be digging at the moment. A lot of blues going on in the news. Last but not least, I've got Thornetta Davis and Honest Woman. I think this came out a couple of years ago. And she is actually playing in San Diego. San Diego and Oceanside are starting to become the hub of blues in the world. So we're going to keep pressing for that. And I'll let you know further before I leave. Make sure everything's okay with me, Keys, and the flamingos. Hopefully they've got a proper burial. So anyway, stay tuned. Rick Keys Music Caravan on YouTube, and that's Keys, Keyes, and that's how you spell Music Caravan. Rick Music Caravan. You don't need to put the Rick Keys Music Caravan. Okay, that's how you get it. Then the whole schmazzer, you press the bell and do the thumbs, and then you go to Facebook, Meta Facebook, and you like it there too, as well as Twitter and TwitterX. So stay tuned. Rick Keys Music Caravan. We've got some hot music for you coming up, and hopefully you enjoy the show.